Right, what's going on? Real quick grip. So, as far as postural imbalances, whatever that come along with deadlifting with the mixed grip, the whole pulling mixed grip and tearing a bicep and developing imbalances is so blown out of proportion um, unless you're being an asshole about lifting. So, pulling, like tearing a bicep, you're going to tear a bicep if you pull with a bent elbow. Like having the hand supinated, pulling with the bent elbow, you're more prone to do it because it's like tugging on. Say you curl, like you normally curl 100 pounds or 80 pounds or whatever, and now you're technically your body thinks you're trying to curl 300 and something pounds or like plus. So yeah, that's a lot of excess stress than what the bicep tendon is used to. You are more likely to pull it that way. If you keep the arms long, elbows straight, like you should be deadlifting anyway, whether you're here, 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 whatever it is, there's a very small chance of you tearing a bicep. As far as the potential imbalances, if you pull, like constantly pull one hand over, one hand under every time, all the time, yeah, you're gonna start pulling. As far as like lat engagement, upper back engagement, that's gonna all start changing. Some internally rotated shoulder stuff, but all of that, like you'll never be perfect. Like your body, you won't have the same thing on one side and the other. Um, Bodybuilding wise, like symmetry wise, you can get closer to it. But if you're training for any sort of performance, you will have something different. Like that's just the way our bodies are made. So don't try and be perfect. Try to just make sure you're doing things right. So if you're pulling like mixed grip one way, make sure your lats are engaged the same. Make sure you're pushing evenly through the floor. So what a lot of people will find is all of a sudden they'll try switching their grip and the bar will start drifting away because they don't know how to keep that lat tight. It's just the bar stays in that way because you're originally here. So if you ever switch, something starts drifting, you normally push off one side more than the other. That was the biggest thing that I first found when I switched my grip from primarily what I did to switch it. I noticed I was always pushing off on one side more. Switching it helped. Now I don't do that anymore. So just be conscious of that as you're doing it. As far as double overhand being weaker, you are always going to be weaker. So what I recommend you do is you pull double overhand until you can't pull anymore. And then at that point, you switch to a mixed grip. Keep your arms straight. You're totally fine. And also, in that context, alternate your grips every set. And if you've been pulling one way, like mixed grip, for like however long, like a long time, and haven't done the other way, do the other one for a while. When you feel like you're pretty comfortable and confident with both, then from there, just alternate every set. Like warm up till you go double over, can't do any more. Next set, start using the mixed grip, have one hand over, one hand under. Then the next set, switch the other side. Next set, switch the other side. And do that back and forth until you're done deadlifting. You can try to hook grip. It's painful. I don't like hook gripping. People that can hook grip and have bigger hands and that are able to do it, then, yeah, pull like that. You can use straps. I'm not super against it. Just know your grip isn't going to get stronger. People rely on the straps. Don't tighten their arms lats enough. So you come into issues there. I'm okay with pulling with them if you pay attention to that stuff anyway. That's about it. So just being conscious of what you're doing. Don't fall into the trap of thinking because you pull mixed grip, you're fucked. And it's going to create all these imbalances that you're actually creating yourself because you're just not paying attention when you're lifting. So you switching your grip, you'll notice that. Yeah, just lift some shit.